My name is Tony Pizza, and I got a lot to say. I act super homophobic, but that's only cause I'm gay. I beg on YouTube every single fucking day, and that's all I'll ever do because I know no other way. I'm a bitch, a baby, I'm whiny and I'm lazy. I complain so fucking much, I drive all my haters crazy. I grew up spoiled, living in the suburbs and shit. Never developed a work ethic, anything I start I quit. I'm a natural born loser, been a fuck up all my life. And I'm scared of my own shadow, so I always have a knife, a bat, a machete, always have a weapon ready. I even have some mace and a razor glove like Freddy. If you see me and you got beef, I'd appreciate you warning me so I can run the fuck off like the coward I was born to be. Cause I am such a pussy, I suggest you do not push me. Cause if you do, I'll call the cops and that jail cell won't be cushy. I did 23 days in the motherfucking county. Tried to kill Sammy G, but those punk ass police found me with an Uzi and a dream to one day be mafiosa and finally be a made guy in Cosa fucking Nostra. I'm a pussy, a bitch, a weasel, and a snitch. I'm not even entertaining, but Team Pizza made me rich. Now I buy fancy coffee and I eat expensive dinners. I drive an aviator with chrome hubcaps and some spinners. I once had a camper, but the woke jokes fucking stole it from me. Fucking FBS, Joey Dimes, and Lee Cole, that dummy. Alex fucking Vela, D. Gainey, Angel G, MRE, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Capello, and Hensley. Mikey fucking hates me, Bambi wants me dead. Jim Martin has my chomo info dangling over my head. My mother doesn't want me, my brother will not claim me. The only one I have left is this stupid bitch named Amy. I'm down to just 5 donors, 2 t-shirts and a truck. Haven't had pussy in years and I really don't give a fuck. Cause I'm in my aviator filled with earwax, farts, and boogers. And all I need is coffee with 13 fucking sugars. I'm out. Peace. Fat bald jerk off, you're a dead man. See you soon, dick dents. Time for my nightly surf and turf, you know.
Yizzo, good morning, everybody. What's going on, guys? Hey, I'm seeing a lot of comments in the chat asking if this is mob or politics, like MobTube or politics. Anytime you see, like I use the thumbnails for those for that reason. If you see a MobTube thumbnail, then it's a MobTube show. If you see just the Street Smart Politics thing, or you know, the actual Street Smart Politics thumbnail that Hey Now made me, then it's politics, you know. Plus, the politics shows will always have hashtags, Trump, you know, Epstein, stuff like that. So, yeah, I guess maybe I should have been more specific with the title, but it causes curiosity. You know, people say, what is gold? Thank you, Wildflower Girl. Thank you. I love that fucking song. It's definitely one of my favorite songs I ever wrote. So I'm going to talk about, I guess I'm going to start with one thing, and then we got some pizza stuff to watch because it's gold. You know, it's I learn more and more about pizza every single day. I know you think I know everything about him already, but no. Like, as I hear him speak and hear the things he says, I realize that he has comprehension problems. Like which I know is no surprise, but his brain must process information differently than everyone else's. Because I know that he lies. And you know, when like he'll take something I say and deliberately turn it into something else. I know that sometimes it's lies. Motherfucker, this thing seems off. Yeah, maybe. I got to change it for the politics shows to get it centered, and then for this show, I can't have it just set up. So I know sometimes it's just lies, but sometimes I really truly think he believes what he's saying when he's trying to repeat something I said or reference something I said. It seems like he really believes what he's saying, which would mean that he has serious comprehension problems, and his brain just doesn't process information correctly. Hey, Dixie Lee, what's going on? Good to see you. Like, I know, you know, you guys, for example, when you hear me say things, you know what I'm saying. When Tony hears me say things, he hears me saying something I'm not saying. And some of this shit is just hilarious. Like the one part I'm going to play you is he says that the last time that I said yesterday, the last time I saw my dad was in the 60s. All right. And then he says he wasn't even born in the 60s. Guys, before I go on, do any of you want to tell me what I actually said? Pete, I hope you're watching. Yeah, please hit the like button, guys. Help out that algorithm. Thank you, BTF. Hopefully it's hurting, but I doubt it. Did you hear him doing pizza math or doing math yesterday? I'm not sure. I don't think. I'm going to talk about something with Angel too, real quick, just because I've been, adding my thoughts on that to certain things she says and does. It's been a couple of years. No, close, but no. He said that the last time I saw my dad was in the 60s. Now, what I said was the last time I saw him, he was in his 60s. And it's perfectly clear. If you listen to my show yesterday, I was just making a comment about people in my family losing their hair, keeping their hair. And I said the last time, Dixie, I said the last time I saw my dad, he had a full head of hair. He was in his 60s at the time. 62 or 63, some shit like that. Okay. And he said that I said, yes, Sally. He said that I said last time I saw him was in the 1960s. Okay. So, and I'll give you an idea of why I think he might believe stuff like that is because he has said things like he got an autograph from Patsy Cline, even though Patsy Cline died like 7 years before he was born. So he does shit like that. He'll talk about doing shit before he was even born. Okay. And I told you, anytime people do shit like that, they project it onto other people. They just assume everybody does it. No, not even close. Salute, Bill. So, anyway, that's one of the things I wanted to bring up. But I'll talk about the Angel thing real quick. So Angel, yes, the night before last on her show or something said she or maybe it was last. No, it was last night. I think she went over like the reasons why Marla is gone and Lee is gone and Real Deal is gone. And of course, I mean, I'm sure you guys know that none of it was her fault. No, it was actually everybody else's fault, not hers. I'm not even. I'm going to comment on this for like a minute because I don't even feel like going into details. It's so boring, But basically, she said Marla left because of something that happened, with Leanne or something. Jim Terry and the Real Deal left because he actually left her. She didn't kick him off or anything because he came on her panel and started screaming. What she insists on leaving out is that Real Deal, after like, I don't know, probably 7-8 months of watching this animal on your show tear apart people's families and dead children and everything else, this JT motherfucker, Real Deal finally snapped and wanted to stand up for, I believe at the time it was one of the women or somebody he was standing up for. And he had every single right to do so. Like, how could you possibly platform a guy that's brand new to you? In other words, he's been around a few months compared to how long Real Deal's been around. You platform a guy who says the most heinous things about, like I said, paralyzed kids, dead kids, people's dead relatives, family members, old people, everything. And then get mad at one of your longtime people, like Real Deal, for standing up for them. Again, this is why, her brain processes information the wrong way too. It's like some people when they do things wrong, they take responsibility. Like I can tell you, and I have told you, most of the hardships in my life are self-inflicted. I did it to myself. I'm actually a person with very good luck. I just, was very self-destructive throughout my lifetime. So even today, if I do something that's somehow my fault, tomorrow I'll tell you, well, I shouldn't have done this, this, or this. You know what I mean? I told you sometimes when I fight with people and they attack my family, that's not right. That's not an excuse for you to attack my family. But if I knew that fighting with you was going to cause you to attack my family, then ultimately it's my fault for fighting with you. You see what I'm saying? I'm fully aware of shit like that. Now, if you just started attacking me, I don't even know you, NB, pizza, shit like that, different thing. But if I'm fighting back with you, I'm going to attack you. You're going to attack me. So that's the way I see things. But the mob tube way of thinking, it's kind of like the MAGA way of thinking, like the way they treat Trump and stuff. It's like nothing could ever be their fault, or in the Trump case, his fault. But as far as mob tube, there's got to be some way to explain it so that you take no responsibility. You know what I mean? So it's like she'll just come up with ways of saying, well, Marla left because of this. It was really her fault. Real deal after this. It was really because of this. It was really his fault. Lee left because of this. It was really his fault. It's like, if when you listen to her speak, everything, Payupski, I'll tell you what, you want me to drop the link? I'll drop the link right now. And we'll see why I'm qualified to talk on, speak on politics. MobTube reject. I'm only the guy that built the entire fucking community, and the whole thing to this day is still based on me and me alone, pretty much. So let me drop the link for you, and you can come on and tell me how stupid I am when it comes to politics. There you go. There's the link in the chat. So anyway, yeah, it's just amazing listening to it, because it's like, wow, at no point did she say even a little bit like, well, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Okay, so I did do that, and because of that, he did this. Or no, never. This is somebody sent me this 5-minute clip and said, you should listen to this. It's interesting. And I listened to it and I said, okay, so it's basically one woman blaming everybody else for her problems. Yeah. I mean, and that woman is known for doing that. So, I mean, kind of interesting, I guess. It's what's interesting about it is listening to her explain away why she has no friends left on YouTube. None of her. I don't mean people that ride her dick in the chat, and the people like JT who use her and stuff, and other desperate people who just need her because they got no one else. I'm talking about her real friends, like Marla, like Angela, like Real Deal. She just wanted to make it clear last night that the reason all her friends left her is actually their fault and not hers at all. And of course, no, I don't respect stuff like that. I don't. Payupski, where you at, bro? Grab the link. Grab the link, fuckface. Well, look, I don't agree. Mr. Street Smart knows this. He has opened my eyes. There's no need to insult people. Are you talking about that Payupski guy? Yeah, ignore him. He's a mob tube douche. A guy that literally has been nothing more than a person in a chat who just is calling me a mob tube reject when I've done 2,500 live streams or something. I built the entire community. Up until I stopped doing all the drama, I would get between 150 and 300 people in every live stream, which for this community was more than anybody else was getting. Most of the channels were either built by me or off of my name. And still to this day, there's more channels about me than anyone else, but I'm the reject, not the guy in the chats who just talks shit every now and then and is afraid to grab the link. He could still grab the link if he's blocked. He can still grab the link. It's all right, War. Marla left because she looked in the mirror and saw she was black and figured out, oh my God, what have I been doing this whole time? Like the man on that channel that is worshipped, John Gotti, was one of the most racist people in the history of the world. He dropped the N-word like Tony Pizza. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's a funny observation. She never cared about those people in the first place anyway. Well, no, yeah, coward ski, exactly, Matthew. Man. No, because, and by the way, Payupski knows that I will eat him alive. He would never dare grab the link. Never. They just like to come in and make comments, oh, you're stupid, and then run the fuck off. You know what I mean? I say grab the link. They're like, oh, shit. No, fuck that. Anyway, yeah, Sally, I mean, she does have that Dixie Lee is 100% right as well. She has that, what have you done for me lately mentality. Like, and if you could be the best person in her world, the most loyal, the most ride or die person in her world. And if someone new comes along that she takes a liking to, you could fucking die for all she cares. She don't give a fuck about you. She'll forget you guys were ever friends. Now listen, I'm a guy who gets rid of friends easily, but even I'm shocked by shit like this. I'm like, damn, you got rid of your whole crew like in an instant. My God. And of course, none of it's Angel's fault or JT's fault. No. He's just not going to grab it. LOL. He is a chat type of dude. Yeah, of course. Keyboard warriors. Yeah, Victor. You coined the term MobTube. It was your creation. Yeah. Literally. Like, I know when people watch my channel now, like the new guys, they're like, damn, he only has 70 people watching. You'd have to have been here from the beginning. My channel blew up the fastest. I was monetized before anyone in this community. And I had the most viewers for like 3 fucking years out of anybody. But, now I just don't. I don't do so much of the drama. Like when I say, I know you think this is drama, but I'm talking about the fucking, you don't know what used to go on or what still goes on that I don't take part in anymore. People attacking each other's families, wives, daughters. I mean, people doxing each other, just insanity. And I just don't take part in it much anymore. And quite frankly, I don't have to. And I'll tell you why. What Payupski doesn't realize is that I'm much better or better off, I'll say, doing the politics stuff. It's just better for me. I actually have a passion for it, and I'm extremely knowledgeable about it. So I have something none of these other people have, and that is the ability to do something else on YouTube. So I went from getting 300 viewers per live stream on MobTube to now getting anywhere between 0 and 1,100 live viewers on the politics shows. So I have the ability to do these other things. They don't. And of course that pisses them off. Why? I could say I knew that if I got away from the drama and things started to really get bad like they are now, I'll just go do something else. And that's what I did. And nobody can deny it. You know what I mean? And now I get more fucking views than everybody in the entire community combined on a daily basis. Even on my bad show yesterday, 2 of the slowest shows I ever had, the Sunday morning show and the Sunday night show. The show in the afternoon got 16,600 views, but the early one only got 4,600 or something, and the other one only got 6,000. And still, that's more than any of these people. I mean, you got somebody like Saccio who stays on for 10 hours and gets 3,500 views. So, and he actually does pretty well as far as views. But I mean, that's MobTube. That's as far. You're not going to get much better than that. So, unless you were me, of course, before I stopped all the drama shit, I would fucking, in the beginning of this shit, I would do hour-long shows and end the show with 2,500 or 3,000 live, views. So anyway, views in general, not live views. You think his phone fucked up or something? Who? Payupski? No, he's a coward. The other day he was in a politics chat. I think I told him to call the number. He won't debate me. None of these guys in MobTube will debate me. The few that have tried, look at how it's gone. Look how it turns out for them. I mean, they come on with these basic Fox News talking points, and then I just overwhelm them with fuck tons of actual information, statistics, percentages, all types of shit. And they're like, whoa. Whoa. I didn't expect to have that kind of conversation. Well, you expected to call in and be like, Biden's a retard. I'm like, no, Trump is. And then bye, hang up. Now, top of the day, Chris. Hope all is well on your side of the map. Have a great show. Thanks, bro. Same to you. And I'll do it for you, James Horoff. Grab the link, bro. Grab the link. Yeah, they don't do it, man. You imagine pizza being a hot president? Pizza being a hot president? What the fuck does that mean? So, and that's it. As far as the angel thing, basically, I find it astonishing that it is not just her. I've said this a million times. So I know it's boring to you guys, but it is MobTube. I mean, I have yet. Let me tell you something. I swear to you on every fucking thing I love, everything I love, every friendship I ended, every important friendship. I mean, people I was really close with on YouTube, I ended because they betrayed me. And I could describe in detail how each one betrayed me, but you guys already know. And I have yet to hear one of those people say, well, I can't be too mad at Chris. I mean, I never had his back, or, I always expected him to help me, but I never helped him, or well, I kind of set him up to get his family attacked, and then I just dipped once his family was getting attacked, and I didn't even have his back. Nope. It's always they were mistreated by big bad FBS. Poor me, FBS is a scumbag. Sure. Meanwhile, it's funny that people that never backstab me have been my friends on here for 4.5 fucking years, right? Yeah. Bottom line is, it's the content creators that backstab you because they're the ones that are jealous. Even with 70 viewers a live stream or 50 viewers a live stream, I managed to bring in more money than I'm going to be honest and say, other than maybe Angel, the most money of anybody on here. So I'm very fortunate. So you could have 300 viewers per live stream and make $30, and I could have 50 viewers and make 300, Speaking of which, guys, don't be afraid to donate today. I'd appreciate it very, very much. And look at you guys. Chat. All right. Let me put this on. Let me get it ready real quick. And we'll have some fun. Please, again, hit the like, subscribe. This one is extra funny today.
And I'm going to wait for some more people to come in because this is good.
I wonder what it's like, before I go on with this, though, I wonder what it's like to be like that in life. Like, how much easier must life be if you're one of these people that just refuses to take responsibility for your actions? Like Tony, the guy on the screen, or any single person on MobTube other than me. What is it like to just coast through life saying, nope, all of my hardships are somebody else's problem. The fact that I have no friends, that's somebody else's problem. The fact that, I'm surrounded by people that are just using me, that's somebody else's problem. It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, I could never imagine that type of mentality, even when I was in the streets and I was selling drugs and shit. Not for 1 second did I feel like I was some target of the police because, they just didn't like me, or I was Italian, or, I had a last name they didn't recognize, or some shit. No. I was completely and totally fairly targeted by the police because I was a criminal, but you got people on here that defend mobsters that were hardcore criminals for decades upon decades. And they're like, nope, the press and the law enforcement just targeted him because he had a group of friends and they were all Italian and his last name was, Gotti or this or that. Yeah. It had nothing to do with all the extortion, bookmaking, loan sharking, robbing, murdering. It had nothing to do with any of that the person was doing. It was actually, they were just a great guy trying to live their lives, and the FBI didn't like them because they were Italian. It's amazing. Yeah. You get a lot of that same mentality in the hood, by the way.
It's going to be a long show. And I hope that I get some of the street smart politics people that don't exist because they're all bought bots.
I know you hope you get some of them, and they're all bought bots. That's why when you go into my politics show chats, it's literally 99% names you've never recognized before. And they're you could tell because I was talking to Hey Now about this earlier. All the misspellings and the fucked up grammar and shit. There's no way that's bots. Those are real dummies. Those are real dummies in the chat. Plus the people that have called in. I've had 10, 12 different debates on the show so far. But yeah, they're all bot bots. Yeah.
And
a guy who is known for, even if you hate my guts, you could never possibly lie and say I've ever bought a bot. Everybody knows that about me. If I buy bots, then why would I have one show with 60,000 views and then another show with 6,000? Why wouldn't I just fucking buy bots for every show? Or just buy the same amount for every show? It doesn't even make sense when you say shit like that. And when I get 4,000 comments in a live chat during one live stream, when you look at a live stream that says that there's 200 people watching and it's about 45 seconds between each comment, they bought bots. Okay. But not the way when a chat is flying. No. Yeah. Here we go. Pizza time. That's right, Victor. Joe Colombo. Yeah. Somebody else said too. Wait a minute. Where'd Victor falls? Oh, yeah. Anti-Italian discrimination. Oh, yeah. None of those guys, Victor, according to the people of MobTube, the family members and friends of actual mobsters, none of those mob guys were actually criminals. No. It was just lies made up by the press and the FBI. They didn't like these specific, meanwhile, people like my father and my mother and my uncles and shit, they weren't bothered. My fucking dad's side of the family is 100% Sicilian. We lived in Queens, New York. None of them were bothered. And that's only the guys that just happened to be killing people left and right and shit like that got bothered. But again, it has nothing to do with that. It's only because they're Italian. It's so ridiculous. And these same people will tell you that that's how black people act. Oh, these black people are always crying about how they're persecuted because of the color of their skin. Meanwhile, they'll sit here and tell you. There was a member of Angel's family. I don't want to say who. I don't want to talk about this person. I would never say anything bad about this person. But this person was on a radio station a few years ago. And she was a relative of John Gotti. And she said that I won't say his title as far as she's concerned. Give me a second, guys. All right. I don't know. I just don't know what's going on with. If it's this laptop, I'm going to lose my shit. A $4,000 laptop. It's not even 2 months old. And that keeps happening to me. I don't know if it's StreamYard or the laptop. Anyway, this person that was related to John Gotti. I'm not going to tell you who she was to John, or you can figure this out on your own. She said that this person, I won't say what she calls John Gotti because that would give away who she was to him, but she says that he was a good man who was just persecuted by the FBI, and I forget the reason she gave, but something along the lines of because he was Italian. Something along the lines of that. He was just persecuted by the FBI. And it's like, are you talking about the same John Gotti that ran the Gambino crime family? a group with probably, including associates, 2,500 murderous thugs and is responsible for countless murders, including murders of innocent people who did nothing wrong. Are you talking about? And I'm not just bashing John Gotti. I use him as the example because everybody knows the most about him. This is every mobster. But this specific story is about John. It's like, you're talking about that guy. You're talking about the guy that coordinated the biggest mob hit since Albert Anastasia, and it was in public during Christmas time in Manhattan, where there was 1 million people out on the street. It was done in front of, all those people. You talking about that guy? You're talking about the guy that cut somebody in half with a chainsaw and dissolved his body in a barrel of acid because of an accident. You're talking about that guy. He was just persecuted. It has nothing to do with any of those crimes. I mean, it is amazing how people explain away the shit that, isn't convenient to their argument when it comes to somebody they like or love. It's, guys, and I'm not getting into politics, but it's the same thing I deal with MAGA. I'll show them Trump doing something heinous. I'll show them, give you an example. I showed them 4 or 5 video clips of Trump talking about basically wanting to fuck his own daughter. She's very voluptuous, which means curvy and attractive. She's always had a beautiful body. If she wasn't my daughter, I'd be dating her. What do I have in common with my daughter? Sex, weird shit like that. And I swear to God, one of the people, because they all started explaining away what he said and how it was perfectly fine. One of the people said, it's fine that he talks about his daughter that way because men are into women and their daughters are women. Now, if this guy isn't a real life chomo, I don't know who is. But basically what he was saying is it's okay to talk about his daughter in a sexual manner because his daughter's a woman and he's a straight man. Meanwhile, I have a daughter that's going to be 25 next month. I have never looked at her in that way, and I never would. In a million fucking, if anything, I'll say I have a beautiful daughter. That's where it ends. I could not imagine looking at your daughter and thinking about her body, how curvy she is, or, think about dating her if she wasn't my daughter. What? If anybody else said this, the whole world would be on fire. But because he's a lunatic, it's like, So it's the same thing with these people on MobTube. It's fucking astonishing. No, it's disgusting. But when people want to explain away fuck ups or character flaws or heinous shit committed by people they like or love, they'll straight up justify pedophilia if that's what it takes. It's amazing. Anyway, let me get back to this. Well, I got to pull it up.
Yeah. But
now, I want to remind you, this is the guy who says he never watches my show. Now, listen to what he talks about.
But, he's got some amethyst. He's talking to Amethyst. Amethyst must be Miss Kunzmel's wrong because she's not in the chat. But,
now, of course, Amethyst is a person who was for the first time ever in a MobTube chat yesterday, but he doesn't watch my show.
No, he's got to bring a new name in to show everybody that there are new viewers. He's only got one person, a new viewer in the chat. You know what I mean?
What about Mike Ramey and Tia Fireball and a couple of other women and the grower not shower dude. I don't think he's ever been in the chats, but he's donated during at least one of these shows, stuff like that. I mean, people that are obviously in the politics, from the politics shows, but they come into this chat. Who are they exactly? Silvio, yeah. Sorry.
And at 2,000 new subscribers. But people that, if there is anybody watching that fucking bogus channel with this bogus fucking drug addict, who contradicts himself, watch the show again, listening to him say, I can't forget, I can't remember, I got a bad
I
memory.
never said I can't forget. By the way, for the people new that are watching, you could ask the people in the chat. Literally 100% of everything he says about me is complete and total bullshit from top to bottom.
We can't remember nothing.
Yeah.
You know, too much cocaine, too much drinking. You
Oh, I
lost his
did
head.
say that. I said, yeah, because of I have a very bad short-term memory loss. Well, not very bad, but I have at least mild short-term memory loss because of years and years as a cocaine addict and an alcoholic. My doctor himself told me that that's one thing that is never going to get better. It's just the way it is now. I'm going to have some memory loss and shit. You know, so
Yeah. He's 13 years younger than me. I was born in 1967. All right.
here goes the pizza math.
1967, I was born. So go 7 years before that. It's 1960, right?
Who knows, Soto? Probably.
And then go 8 years.
Yeah.
Before that.
By the way, which, you know, again, these motherfuckers should thank me because in enough time, obviously, I'm going to bring so many people to this community that it'll wind up, you know, I guess you could say trickling down to other channels where people start watching them too. They might get donors. You know, I assure you I'm the only one doing that because if I keep doing MobTube shows and the politics shows on the same channel, it's inevitable that there's going to be new people that are here for the politics shows, but end up, you know, watching the MobTube shows and then learning about other content creators and watching their shows, you know, so.
It would be 1950 something. Now we'll go forward from 1967, 13 years. When was he born?
Look at him. Look at his eyes. He is totally lost. He's like, oh shit. Now I got to figure out 1967 plus 13.
Because 3 out of 13 would bring it to 1970. And then 10 more years would bring it to 1980.
Wow. It's amazing what it took for him to figure that out, isn't it? What does that mean? There's somebody backstage that says PayPal. What, are you trying to drop your nuts on the stream or something? Who are you? Let me see your face. Maybe that's a hint that I got. I don't know, but speaking of PayPal, Gerard, $30. Did you hear Pizza complain about me and Natalie? Oh, yes, that's coming up. And thank you for the $30, Gerard. Sorry it took me so long to shout out your donation. By the way, guys, follow Gerard's example, please, and donate to the fucking show. What's wrong with you? This guy won't show me his face, and his name is listed as PayPal. I'll show you real quick, right? Watch, real quick. Who are you? What happened? You went away. Okay. All right. Anyway. Let me get back to this. Or 1979 when I was actually born. Jesus. Meanwhile, and everybody knows this, and you could go watch the show. I said the last time I saw my father, he was in. Oh, I didn't have the fucking thing up. Hold on. My bad. How long was that? Only like a few seconds, right? Let me think. Yeah, it was only a few.
And then 10 more years will bring it to 1980. Right? 10 more years will bring, you know, when he was born in 1980.
This isn't the politics. Any politics ones, Tia Fireball will have the hashtags in the title, and it will have a Street Smart Politics thumbnail.
Okay? He said on this show Last time he
We're
saw
doing
his
a politics show immediately following this one, though.
father in the 60s. The last time he saw his father in the 60s. Do you believe anything that comes out of this jerk-off's mouth?
Now, a person with brains, because I've done this with Tony. Like, Tony will say something batshit crazy, and I'll be like, well, wait a minute. How did he mean it? He couldn't have meant it that way. So maybe, and sometimes I'll be like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is the way he meant it. Not usually, but, but it never occurred to him that what I actually said was the last time I saw him, he was in his 60s.
You got to be retarded to watch this fucking scumbag flandering
Flandering?
Life scum. I got him so triggered
Flandering.
the truth that he's over there jumping through hoops trying to prove to everybody that I'm full of shit. He sat there on a show saying, the last time I saw my father in the 60s, he had a full head of hair. He said that. How is that possible?
It's not.
You weren't born in the 60s.
Exactly.
How the fuck is that possible?
Which should,
see what I'm saying?
Tell you, Tony, that obviously that's not what I said.
Like, he's so fast to call me a liar and rearrange the history. But then he's saying he can't remember what he said yesterday. But he can remember 4 years ago how everything went down.
Yeah, that's why it's called short-term memory loss. Yeah. I can remember shit that happened when I was 6, but I can't remember what I did 2 seconds ago. It's just the way it is.
I remember everything that went down. Talking about his age.
Somebody with brains in the chat. Let me see the chat replay. Somebody corrected him. Oh my God. How come? Wait a minute. It might take a second to kick in. Who said that? Somebody with brains said he was talking about his age. Yes. My dad's age at the time. Yes. Okay. I don't see any comments.
Michael Hacker. What are you talking about?
Oh, Michael Hacker. Yeah. I think he used to be around here, right? Yeah.
On his show just now, he's telling his people that the last time he saw his daddy was in the 60s and he had a full head of hair. He wasn't alive in the 60s. Fathers.
I understand. He has 0 comments in his chat. I'm trying everything here. It's not working.
Bye-bye. You're not going to sit there.
Yeah, he got rid of Michael Hacker because Michael Hacker was speaking the truth. Yeah.
And fucking play word games with me.
It's not word games, dipshit. He was trying to tell you that I was saying the last time I saw my dad, he was in his 60s, not that it was in the 60s. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the last time I saw him was before I was born in the 60s. Sure, that's what I meant. But again, Tony does this. It's projection. Tony's the guy that has on numerous occasions talked about shit happening in his life before he was even born. I met Patsy Cline. Patsy Cline died, what was it, 5 or 7 years before he was fucking born.
He's over there introducing me to people that watch his fucking political show.
Yep.
So let me introduce.
Trust me, I don't want to, but when I'm playing your shows and they're watching, I have to explain who you are.
Those people to Fat Bald-Sicilian. He went from the rehab to the retard's house.
Oh, okay.
He did a home invasion at Shannon's house and never left.
Stipe, yeah, 79, I was, yeah.
Moved his junkie mother in.
Yeah.
They lived there for 5-6 years. He says his mommy died, but I don't think
word games. Yeah.
There's no proof. It took him a month to come out with paperwork.
Is that right to you, Fireball? I wonder for who.
An obituary came out after she was already cremated. And they must have cremated her in like installments because he only got half the ashes back one day and then he went and got the other half. So they must have cut her in half and sent one part of her body to a fucking place where they cremate dogs and cats. and then they let the mortuary charge like a midget price out how much it costs to.
I thought about this because he says this a lot. I don't even like going over this, and I shouldn't have to, but because I do forget shit. I wasn't sure about the timeline at one point, and then I asked Shanna about it and stuff, and I remembered. What happened was when I went to pick up my mother's ashes, I got the 4 urns that I gave them, the 4 keepsake urns, like the one behind me. Okay, they filled those for me, and then my brother had a couple. They filled those. Then there was a keychain for Shanna. They filled that, and then there was the big thing with 2 bags because we're going to spread her ashes in 2 different places. They gave me all of that at once. The only thing they were supposed to hold on to was a little bit of ashes because there was a second keychain that hadn't come in yet. They had to order it. So they were going to keep a little bit of the ashes and then fill that keychain for me. Well, a while ago, I went back to get that keychain and they had the keychain, but they lost the ashes. There's no bullshit. They lost the ashes. So they basically gave me a little funnel and stuff, to fill it myself. But that's the only way they were like divided up. That's it. Literally, there's nothing more than that. It's not that I picked it up in installments, And anybody who's had a cremation done and had the funeral parlor fill urns and stuff like that, they could tell you the same type of thing. We didn't just get one big urn. I didn't want that. I figured my mom would, want her ashes to be with everybody she loved. So, that's the way we did it. Anyway, Dixie Lee Ranch, $10 for matching Sally, tax-free. Thank you very, very much, Dixie Lee Ranch. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah, Sally, $5. War Games, dipshit, match fuckers. Thank you, Sally. Yeah, match, guys. What the fuck? Sally's one of the biggest sponsors of this show. When she says match, you must match. All right.
Cremate a midget. So,
One day, Tony, I'm going to run into you and I'm going to remember all this shit you said. Keep bringing up my mom and stuff. Don't worry. You'll get yours.
Shit that keeps rambling out of this guy's mouth. Now, I called him out on the session money. I called him out on the fucking inheritance money. And he's over there saying, I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't tell. Yeah, of course you wouldn't tell anybody. And no, you didn't.
He just made up too. He said that I got 200,000 from Sessa, which is ridiculous. Then he said I got 100,000 or something from inheritance from my mom. I supported my mom. There was no inheritance. Not that type of family. You know what I'm saying? Believe me.
Didn't make $300 yesterday. No, you didn't. No, you did not make $300 yesterday.
I did. Mr. Anonymous 6 gave me 99. Tom gave me 100. And there was a bunch of super chats. And there was let me see. There were super chats and there was. What day was that? So that would have been, this was last night, right? So that would have been Saturday. So OZ, $20. Bobby, $10. Mr. Anonymous 6, that's the 99. Dave, 5. Michael Ramey, 20. That's from Saturday. And then 100 from Tom and some super chats. So you do the math. Just don't do pizza math.
And you're playing tapes where I'm mimicking you. I'm mimicking you. The same thing you say to your people, I was saying on my show, mimicking you. Okay? Those channels were struck. Those shows shouldn't be played. I just reported you because you're playing shows that were struck.
He was mimicking me when? About what? Now, he's talking about those video clips I played when he was drunk and stuff like that. But when he was mimicking me, how? Wait a minute. Oh, what's up? Yeah, nice. Matt, thank you very much, brother. Matching 5 times, and because pizza just made me laugh my ass off while you were playing it. LOL, pizza math. Yes. Thank you very much, Matt. I truly appreciate that, brother. You guys ain't gonna match Sally? Come on, guys. Everybody's matching Sally, but 99.9% of you.
They took my channel down because of you scumbags. Now you want to tell people that I'm sitting on buckets of money still.
Dixie Lee Ranch, $5 just for spite, pizza. Thank you, Dixie. Fuck you, pizza.
You don't like the fact that I eat steak, shrimp, and lobster. Very jealous, very obsessed. I mean, I'm not over here playing your shows every fucking day. And, I mentioned you the last couple of days because
Tia Fireball, yes, that happened a lot at Ellis Island when Italians came over. It did. And a lot of Italian names were changed simply because broken English, they didn't understand,
You're a blowjob and you're going down. So you do these shows where you're giving yourself up. I love how you danced around the parts in my videos. You edited out the truth and said, oh, he was going to say the N-word there.
Yeah, the only cuts in that video, and I can play it right now, Tony, are you calling Tony Soflo the N-word and a spick. I'll play it in a second, you'll see.
He was going to say the N-word there. You cut out the truth parts about you and that nigger in Miami.
See?
And then you said, oh no, he was gonna say a bad word. That's how to edit it out.
Oh, what? Oh, shit.
I go. Street smart politics.
Here. Just real quick so everybody can see. I know you guys have seen it, but hey, it's my favorite clip anyway. Tony, maybe you're watching. Listen closely to what was edited.
Where he don't belong. Adding himself into a situation that had nothing to do with him. All right? First of all, scumbag, motherfucker. Look at me, cocksucker. Look at me. You know where the fuck I am. You don't got to play this. I'm going to run into him one day. Grab your balls, get in the fucking Uber, whatever the fuck you need to get into, and come see me if you got something on your chest. Fuck face. You're going to sit there and rewrite the fucking history? You bothered my mother way before I bothered that fucking. Get it fucking right, you fucking stupid fucking. All right? You bothered my mother way before I ever called that fucking place. And there ain't a fucking thing you're going to do about it. How's that? But come see me. I got something for you. And I don't need a knife. I don't need no knife. Don't worry about no knife. I'll rip your head off your fucking shoulders.
How great is that? See, you can tell. Now I'd probably just let it play because in reality, YouTube ain't going to take you down for shit like that, especially if you're not the one saying it. You can play videos of people and quote people and stuff. But I just wanted to be careful. And he said the N-word so many fucking times, and there were so many other racial slurs that I had to edit it. So that's the only reason it was edited. The only reason. Yo, help me figure this out. Why is this happening? I can't give wrenches anymore. I've been trying to give Tia Fireball a wrench for 2 fucking days. And when I click, it says pin message report remove. Oh, got it. Okay. There you go. Because she's always in the politics shows, So sometimes you guys can't be, so. And Mike Ramey has a wrench, too.
You never been a street guy in your life.
Yeah.
You want to sit there and say, I call the cops every day? Because I made one cop call last week when a guy hit me in the back of
the Timu teeth.
the head with a pipe.
The guy
And
hit me in the back of the head with a pipe.
You're going to sit there and try to sell that I called the cops. You're the one that called the cops every day. You're the one that called the fucking FBI.
Why? Because Tony Pizza's after me, or you are? Which one?
You're the one that did every fucking thing. And the proof's here. We got it.
Don't block that dude.
You can hide all the videos you want. When they come and grab your computer, lock you up, we'll see what happens. Double link can't save you. Mysteriously, this Mark Finnan, all of a sudden Mark Finnan, after I said what I said last night, mysteriously Mark Finnan is the guy that gets all the information better than he does, right? So he's trying to throw the blame on Mark Finnan for all the information that's been put out there.
That's literally not what happened. So yesterday, Mark Finnan, and it was a surprise, donated a few bucks, like around $13, something like that, and said, he just wished me well and good luck with the politics shows, basically. And I brought up, because I've been meaning to say this, a week or two ago, somebody sent me a clip of him talking, and he was saying that the only person who's better at getting information than me might be FBS. And I appreciate the compliment, although I've seen one of Mark's channels and what he's got on there. And my statement was, no, you are better than me at getting information. I was complimenting him because, quite honestly, even I was baffled by some of the shit that he, you know what I mean? That he had on people. So I'm not blaming anybody. I'm giving them credit for being good at something. Yeah, it was definitely more. It was in PayPal. You know what I mean? And it comes through like all donations from, like England and stuff. It comes through at the what do you call it? The after they include the different currency rate and all that shit, like it was like 1237 or 1267, something like that. So that's how they come through. I know it seems bizarre, but I'm assuming that was really Mark that did that, because I have no reason not to think so. It wasn't in Cash App, wasn't in Venmo, and like I said, it was like 12 and change. It wasn't like a regular donation from somebody from here. So yeah, I guess well, honestly, I didn't. When I saw it, I thought that was Mark from England, but I didn't know his I wasn't sure about his last name. That's why I asked the chat. The transfer rate. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yep.
And then you want to sit there and say some stupid shit like some guy Gerard's banging my mother every day.
I wasn't just saying it, Tony. There's a guy named Gerard who just donated to me a little while ago who has been banging Natalie hard on a regular basis to the point where she's just spilling all the family secrets to him, Yeah. The conversion rate. That's it. The conversion rate. That's the words I was looking for, Matt. Thank you. Yes.
A 79-year-old widow with a scar that runs from the bottom of her neck all the way down to her belly button. You got some friends there, huh? Gerard must be some real fucking piece of work.
Now, I want to remind you guys what's going on right now. Oh, well, he's afraid to grab the link, Hog. He's afraid to. Otherwise, I would debate him right now on anything. What he's doing right now, for anybody who doesn't know, is he's talking about his mother being hideous. Why would anybody want to fuck his mother, basically? That's literally what this guy is saying. I'll rewind it a little bit. Listen.
That runs from the bottom of her neck all the way down to her belly button.
Right.
So he's trying to throw the blame on Mark Finnan for all the information that's been put out there. And then you want to sit there and say some stupid shit like some guy Gerard's banging my mother every day. A 79-year-old widow with a scar that runs from the bottom of her neck all the way down to her belly button. You got some friends there, huh? Gerard must be some real fucking piece of work to be able to look at that and still function like a man. Because I don't know. If he's making my mother happy, God bless him.
You believe it? He just said about his own mother. She's too hideous to fuck, basically, is what he said. He said it about his own mother. By the way, let me just add, because I should say this. I could be wrong. I don't know that the channel I saw with a bunch of information on it is Mark's. Somebody just told me that they think it is, but I don't know that. So I could be wrong. Maybe I do get better information than you, Mark. I don't know. I'm going off what I was told, but I have no proof that it's his. So.
She's a grown woman. She can fuck whoever the fuck she wants. Now this, I gotta say, the coward that keeps calling me with a blocked number, trying to, this little boy with the little boy voice telling me how real men are. You're a coward. Your mother raised a pussy. Okay? You're gonna keep leaving me voice messages, and I'm just gonna keep saving them. Okay? Because you're a coward. Calling me with a blocked number, hiding your fucking identity, saying some stupid shit on my fucking phone that's gonna get you jammed up. Because we know that you're with Bumby. So keep on keeping on there, punk.
Gerard's putting in work. I'm telling you, he's been banging Natalie hard every day and every night. I mean, I don't even know when the guy fucking sleeps.
Okay, punk? Because you're a punk. All right? I don't even know who you are, what you look like. I don't give a fuck. Your mother raised a pussy. All right? You're nothing but a punk. You ain't got a house. You ain't got no kids. You don't go to work. You're a pillhead junkie, just like that fucking pillhead junkie with the forehead.
By the way, I'm hearing that he only rented that box truck. So I don't know.
Right? Right. So, you know, he wants to use my name and his titles and then say that I'm obsessed with him.
He has street smart politics in the title of this show.
How ridiculous. How ridiculous. 38 people. Say,
you're killing it, Tony.
It's like all these irrelevant people who have no content without me. I mean, the people that, if he's got 2,000 more subscribers on that politics show, they gotta be 2,000 retards to follow this fucking con man.
Some of them, but not the majority. The majority agree with me on things, which means they're the ones that are right. But I don't think he understands that the subscribers aren't just on the politics show. They subscribe to the channel, not the show. So yeah, but they subscribe for the politics. Yes.
All right. He pretty much. I made the statement yesterday that he's so nonchalant about getting his donations because he really don't need. Really don't need them. He's got all that money.
Hold on, guys. It happened again. Oh, shit. Not that. Motherfucker.
47.
Hold on, guys. All right, let me put him back up here. Hope it's at the same spot it was.
People, 9 likes. So
Is that
said how
what?
Nikki went out.
Wait.
All right, no problem.
Oh shit.
Father was in the 60s.
Where was I?
Now you're saying I called the cops on every fucking body that you and your minions made sure that nobody would send me any more money. It's far from the truth. You're 71 people with 10,000 fucking subscribers.
Okay, yeah. Let's go back.
200 and what did I say? 91 people, 14 videos, 3 times. I don't think so. I don't believe so.
No, Tony, it's probably about half the people that watch aren't subscribed to you. So you figure maybe 600, something like that. You don't have 10,000 unique views on your channel. Let me rewind because I fucked everything up. Hold on. I didn't. StreamYard did.
The videos on this channel. I got maybe 3 videos a day. 3 videos.
I'm
I'm
never going to get back to the exact spot I was at. So we'll just start from here.
1 dozen. That's 1 dozen, 3 videos a day. In 5 days. This is my second video. This is my second video.
Did he just say that 3 videos a day for 5 days is a dozen? Not 15. All right, just checking.
Video for today.
Mike Ramey, you.
Did one earlier.
Sorry, War.
So,
guys, hit the like and please donate for the love of Christ. How come more people aren't matching Sally or any of the other people that donated, Matt or Dixie Lee? How come? I want to know right now.
that makes 14 videos. So you're not gonna tell me that 200 and
Or Gerard.
200 and what did I say? 91 people watched 14 videos 3 times? I don't think so. I don't believe so. You're delusional. You've been delusional since you've been on here.
I know, War.
You're a grifting scumbag. And you're trying to reinvent your channel by buying 2,000 bots, 2,000 subs. You're buying your views. You ain't got no 10,000 people watching you on one show. You're delusional. But you can keep on trying to convince everybody and yourself that, why did you only have 71 people watching you? You're 71 people with 10,000 fucking subscribers. I got 200.
Bobby Berberian, $5, matching Sally, that girl. Thank you very, very much, brother. So listen, again, he'll never understand how YouTube works. You're never going to get as many views as you have subs. It just doesn't work that way because people sub, they stop watching the channel, they don't have notifications on, they lose interest, whatever. But he talks about 71 people watching. Now, let me explain. Every live stream I do, it starts out slow, then eventually it gets to the highest number, whatever that is, it peaks, and then it goes down from there and it doesn't go back up. That's what I'm figuring out about the vertical live streams. Now, there's times I regularly have 400, 300, 200. I've had up to 1,100 people in the chat at one time. He disregards all that, and he just mentions when the show is winding down and there's not many people left, and there's only 71 in the chat. Isn't that convenient for him? Mike Ramey, my man, $10. I sold a $1,500 sports card over the weekend, so make sure Tony Pizza Skipper gets his cut. I will, I will, brother. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate it. See, I knew you were delusional about Trump. Oh yeah, of course, yes.
90 subscribers with 36 people. How does that make any sense? How do you where's your logic and your real?
Tony, you keep restarting channels. So if I lost this channel right now and I started a brand new channel, all the people that subscribe would be watching every show, at least the majority of them. But when your channel is 4.5 years old, fuckface, that's not how it works. Tony doesn't realize he had a channel before this one. I don't know, maybe it was several channels ago where he had 700 and something subs, and he was getting literally, remember for a while there, he was getting, if he was lucky, he'd get 1 or 2 people in the chat, and he'd have maybe, 5 or 6 people watching. Maybe he'd get up like to like 30 people watching. He forgets.
I mean, look at the numbers.
Look at the numbers.
You got over 10,000 subscribers to my 290. I had 70 people in my last show. I got 35 right now, and I'm only in for 17 minutes. There's still time.
He fails to mention that on the show he's talking about, I was up over 400 live viewers at one point, and I hovered over 200 for probably an hour.
For all my fucking people to come in here. Where do you come off with your numbers and your logic, Mr. I'm smarter than Tony Pizza? The guy that said the last time he saw his dad with a full head of hair was in the 60s. When he wasn't even, he was still swimming around in my ball sack. All right? Because best part of him ran down his mommy's leg. That's where the genes for your hair went. And you ain't got no Sicilian hair. You're a fucking Iranian cocksucker.
Yeah.
You got Iranian hair.
More projection. So as everybody knows, I'm 100% Italian. But Tony is actually Maltese and claims to be Italian. So yeah, he's been calling me an Iranian since about 2 days after he started his channel.
Your brother looks
I
like
actually get that on the politics shows sometimes.
Fucking and Abdul. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like you and your brother are two fucking half Iranian, half whatever. And the fucking Arab took over the younger broad after he banged your mother out.
I have no idea. Oh, he's describing his mother's situation. He's saying he's projecting it onto me because his mother got banged out by a fucking Irishman and then had him, and his name was Sean McCarthy when he was born, and up until he was in his 30s, and then he changed his name to Anthony Caruana so he would sound Italian. So I get it, more projection.
You grew up without your daddy. You grew up in a crack hotel, remember? Remember you attacked my mother for giving me 10,000, remember?
Another thing Tony Pizza has completely made up, and everybody in this chat, except for the new people, is fully aware.
Remember? Yeah, you told me that somebody made that fake account and it wasn't you, so I apologized. And then I found out it was you.
How come you've said 1 million times since then that when you checked the account, it had 0 subscribers, when at the time I had thousands? So you said that's how you knew it wasn't me. Oh, that changed now? Gotcha.
I'm back at you. Remember how many times you struck my channel? Remember how many times you called the cops on me? Remember how many times you called the FBI on me?
None. You called, other than the Florida deputy, you called the cops on me. You called the chief detective for the York County District Attorney's Office. And that's only one of the times you've called the cops on me. You've called the cops on me numerous times. Live on your show, you've done it. And you've called the cops on SoFlo. I don't know if you've ever called them on Chicago. I have a feeling you probably have. You've called the cops on everyone.
And what you say is far from the truth. What you say is far, far, far from the truth. You're the biggest liar on YouTube.
God damn. Look, he came through. Mr. Anonymous 6, $99 for Yo Chris. Great show, buddy. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for coming through for me today. See, Tony? See? When you got good people who support you, you'll be okay.
Con man on YouTube. I got fucking 39 people.
I just want to explain for the new viewers when he's saying that I'm a con man and stuff. I want to tell you Tony's whole life story. And then you can ask the people in the chat. It's not just me saying it. This is a guy whose entire life story is made up. He was basically a kid from a well-to-do family who ran away from home at 16 because he couldn't handle, rules like most kids have to deal with. So he left home. He went and he took his mother for fucking child support. He got turned down because his mother said he can come back home anytime he wants. But he chose to be homeless. He's been homeless since 16. He's 58 years old right now. No bullshit. And he has made up an entire life story of being a street enforcer for the Gambino family, friends with some of the top mobsters in American history, somebody who fought and beat up Hector Macho Camacho, a guy who was fighting Golden Gloves at Madison Square Garden at 12 years old. He knows every movie star, every rock star you can fucking imagine. And by the way, this is all bullshit, and there's not a single piece of evidence to back it up. Not a single person has ever showed up and said, yeah, I vouch for this guy. This is all true. Not a person he knows, nobody. He makes all this shit up. He's literally the biggest con man, at least in this YouTube community. He's 58. I'm 58 and look 10 years younger. Oh, Hog, I know. He looks like he's 70 fucking years old. Yeah, I know. I guess that's what being homeless for 58 years does to you. But he swears up and down, that he was this mafia figure, except in a community filled with mafia historians, nobody has found any trace of this guy ever being associated in any way, shape, or form with the mafia.
At 41, 4 likes. Smash the like button, scumbags. See, because, Tony Pizza makes his own.
Thank you, Sports 74.
Money, no. See, I hold up the money that I made in the last 2 days, and he says, that's my life savings. Yeah, that's my life savings right now. That's my life savings right now because, yeah.
Tony, it's fine that you don't have that much. I wasn't knocking you for not having much. I was knocking you for flaunting it like it was $1 million. You had like $200 and you were flashing it, talking about how much money you have, dummy.
You and your minions made sure that nobody would send me any more money.
Sure.
Because you got all their information and you threatened them by email to go after their families. You don't think that
I didn't, but I should have.
These people are going to come forward once you're locked up? You don't think that there's people out there that are going to back me?
If I get locked up, it's going to be for selling drugs or robbing a bank or killing somebody. It's not going to be for this horse shit.
In court? When they get subpoenaed? You don't think that, huh? You think that you're untouchable, huh?
Yeah.
The people that are watching, the new viewers of this bullshit street smart politics, just so you know, this guy was never a street guy.
Yeah, no, not at all. Forget my criminal record and all my friends that have come on and talked about me and my life and my past and all that. Yeah, just believe Tony Pizza. Hey now, that is fucking brilliant. And I'm going to use that. I promise you. Matter of fact, I might change the current thumbnail to that one. That is fucking amazing. Good job. You outdid yourself on this one.
He was never a gangster. He never knew any gangster.
No, I was never a gangster. That's a fact. Never a gangster by any stretch of the imagination.
I did. I was. I'm on Netflix. He's not. This guy's been clout chasing me and trying to destroy my name and my integrity and my reputation for 4 years straight. And he still hasn't destroyed me yet.
It's not you talking about, basically wishing death on cancer kids and kids that die in school shootings and our military and 9/11 victims and their families. It's not you that destroyed your reputation saying those horrible things. It's me. Yeah.
There's not that many people that watch this shit. But it did destroy my family. It did destroy my friendships, him and his friends. He said Joey Dimes has never fucking did anything to my mother. He went to my mother's house twice. He called the house 100 times. Him and Vinny Adams. You're delusional. You're delusional, La Drag Queen. Chris La Drag Queen is delusional. You're the biggest pussy out there.
I was confronted by 5 of your friends. I got out and started swinging, and I came after you, and you claimed you were in Harrisburg, and you ran like a little bitch.
You're playing a video where I'm going at Soulflow because I'm not afraid of that fucking watered down spick nigga.
See, you see, now you see why that video was edited.
I'm not afraid of you. See,
Oh,
you
you're terrified of me and SoFlo.
won't leave that little fucking safe zone over there in Wrightsville. You know, you pretend that.
Even though I was just literally traveling the Midwest like 2 weeks ago, and I'm you know, a couple of times a year I'm in Florida and stuff. Yeah, I never leave. And by the way, most of my time in this area is spent in the city, not in this neighborhood.
You were going to meet me, and you went right to the police station. I watched you.
Everybody watched, Tony, and they saw me go straight towards Harrisburg.
I watched you. All right? You and your little minions have been playing this fucking game to make me look like I ran away. Now you're saying I called the cops on every fucking buddy that ever fucking picked on me. Bullshit.
Basically.
Show your paperwork. Show your proof. You got none.
Tony, the receipts in this case are the multiple videos of you that thousands of people have seen, where you are literally on the phone with the police while you're live streaming, and you're talking about me and SoFlo. You're telling on us for shit.
See, well, you missed the paperwork. You ain't got no paperwork on anything you say about me. Nothing. You got no paperwork at all. You're not even showing the paperwork on my case right now. Because I come out looking like a tough guy.
Oh my God. Guys, the paperwork on his case, as he calls it, the guy was at his mechanic shop bitching because he didn't like the repairs the mechanic did. And the guy hit him, tapped him with a pipe in the back of the head. He proceeded to run and call the police, press charges on his friend, who he claims is basically his best friend for years, and then call a newswoman and go on the news and talk about how his friend did this to him. Oh, guys, somebody in the chat, I know you can do it. Please send me the news clip right now. The new people will piss themselves laughing. Please send me that news clip. Joey Dimes, if you're around, somebody. BTF Phoenix, $5. This is 1/20th, Mr. Mr. Anonymous 6, or 5%, 1/5 Matt, or 20% Sally, or 100% half Mike, or 50%. God damn, did Pizza Chit's head explode? Hey, Chris, probably. Thank you very much for the $5, BTF. Holy fuck. Somebody send me that link, please.
SoFlo Technology or Tech Energy. Is that a new channel?
That's nice to you.
How's my husband? You got me confused with Chicago Muscle. He's the one with the husband.
Do you believe that he literally just said that the paperwork on his case, meaning not his case, Fred's case, the guy who hit him, proves him, Tony Pizza, to be a tough guy? And all he did was, he didn't even hit the guy back. He just called the cops.
He's the one that's married to a Sasquatch, not me. But, hey, we know that you like to shave your legs and put on dresses. So, to each their own, right there. Flow. Angel's little flow.
More gay shit on his mind as usual.
Huh? Fucking, you like eating carrots.
You mad SoFlo's friends with Angel and you're not?
The long way. Hey, you ate carrots and corn the long way. Just like Bumby. You're a bunch of degenerates. I called you out from the beginning. I've been fighting all you fucking scumbag woke jokes from the beginning. And to all you fucking people that watch this guy's politics show, you got to be a retarded woke joke just like he is to be a fan of his.
Even the dumbest people in those chats probably know more than you do, Tony.
So I'm not going to waste my breath trying to make you choose a side. If you're following this fucking retard that puts down our president, who's the best president we ever had.
Oh, here we go.
Because he had some fake account in there that's got psoriasis on their face. And, Sounds like a fucking another mental case.
Who is he talking about?
Misfit. Another misfit. Another misfit. But hey, I got 46 people and 7 likes with only 290 subscribers. He's got over 10,000 subscribers and he can only pull 76 people.
Let's see on the politics show I do in a little bit. Let's see how it turns out.
Something wrong with that fucking number. Something wrong with it. Oh, I'm back down to 284. So everybody's emailing each other saying, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. Bunch of crybaby, whining, sniveling little fucking junkies. Hey, Spiteri, what's up?
Hold on, guys. I got his paperwork, but I'm not going to waste time reading his paperwork. Instead, I'm going to put up the news clip right now. Put up the news clip right fucking now. Let's see Tough Tony the Pick. Good-looking Tony, the guy with 1,000 jobs, as he calls himself. Oh, shit. Let me see. All right, got it. Got it. Thanks, Matt. Here we go. Mine to you?
Charlotte County deputies say the owner of Lemon Bay Auto on Placido Road attacked a customer with a pipe.
It was a metal end on a thick wood, like a wood handle.
Anthony
Rotten like a true tough guy.
Caruna drove his Aviator to Grove City on Tuesday so Frederick Campy could install a new transmission.
When they put the new one in, and the old sludge went into the new one and destroyed it. And when I brought it to his attention, snap.
When Anthony reached into his car to grab a cigarette, deputies say Campy walked up behind him with a pipe and beat his head.
Hold on. Wait a fucking minute. What was that? I never noticed that before. What is this right here? Where is it? What is that shit? Wow. Did anybody notice that? That is not from him getting hit with a pipe. I think that's when he got beat up by a Mexican or whatever it was a couple of years ago outside of a hotel. Well, no, that's when he said he got hit by a car, right? And he had the little, he said he had a broken leg and all this shit. And then he popped up 2 days later and all he had was a scratch on his eye. That is not from him getting hit with the, did he give the news reporter a fake fucking picture? Meanwhile, he's on the news and he doesn't have any of that shit on his face. What? And this stupid bitch put it up. Oh, we got to fucking email this motherfucker. She sees his face with nothing, no marks. And then she adds this picture to the news report. You lying motherfucker. What do you know? Fake news. Oh my God. Oh my God. The old pic from being hit by a car. Wow. How could they get away with this? Thank you, hey now. I just realized it. I'm like, wait a minute, his fucking face ain't all fucked up like that. Look at him. Guys, look at him. Tell me where those scratches are on his face.
Attacked a customer with a pipe.
It was a metal end on a
That's his face. There's nothing.
thick wood, like a wood
Nothing. Not a thing.
handle.
Anthony Caruna drove his Aviator to Grove City on Tuesday so Frederick Campy could install a new transmission.
When they put the new one in, and the
Look, not a thing.
old sludge went into the new one and destroyed it. And when I brought it to his attention, snap.
When Anthony reached into his car to grab a...
Wow, man. They should be, Fred Campy should fucking sue this fucking news station because that did not happen to him from Fred hitting. Fred tapped him with a pipe. That is unfucking believable. Unbelievable. That this woman saw his face knowing he had no marks on his face, and he gave her this fake ass picture from when he supposedly got hit by a car, and she used it in the news report. Oh my God, her email is on my community tab. Yeah, Dixie Lee, we got to definitely get a hold of that woman and ask her how the fuck she did this. Yeah, Matt, that's crazy, right? Yeah, he lied. She got a lot of emails about it. About this specific thing, this picture? What the fuck?
Cigarette, deputies say, Campy walked up behind him with a pipe and beat his head with it.
I mean, he was on top of me, like, really trying to get into my skull. His two workers came and pulled him off.
Meanwhile, he doesn't have as much of a scratch on his head. He doesn't have open skin, like an open wound. He wasn't bleeding, nothing. But the guy was on top of him, hitting him with a pipe. Sure, I think he's fucking describing getting banged by his boyfriend and not getting hit with a pipe.
He drops the weapon, runs in the back. I'm yelling, "What the is wrong with you?" Excuse my French. And I look back at the floor, and there's a big puddle of blood, like somebody got murdered.
Anthony says the attack hurt even more because
you can see the other side of his face. Nothing.
Known Campy for years.
Fred was the only one that stood by my side. Fred was the only one that I trusted with my cause. And, we became very close. Me and my dog here are living in the Aviator right now. Stranded without a car, without the money that I paid for my transmission. We need help.
Yeah. She showed Pizza the email. Well, that's why, you got to do. You got to email her editor, her boss, and let them know. You know what I mean? Let them know.
Deputies arrested Campy for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, but he's already bonded out. Reporting in Grove City, Madison Adams, Gulf Coast News.
Thank you, Madison.
Unfucking unbelievable. That is insane. Wow. What a lying bitch that woman is. She showed him the fucking email. She didn't do anything. Okay. I'm telling you, got to get a hold of her boss. You got to, has anybody sent the videos of him on his racist tirades and his fucking, talking about our military and all types of shit, wishing death on them? Has she seen those? If I was Fred, my attorney would be on the phone with her editor. Oh my God, yes. There was no puddle of blood, nothing. Shirt looks clean, yep. Did she say puddle of blood? If she did, I didn't even catch it. Or was that him that said it? That's nuts, man. Fred's face is like, oh my God, this motherfucker Tony Pizza, I'm in jail because of a homeless man. Fred is like, did I just throw my whole life away for this piece of shit? And that's why I tell people, if you befriend Tony Pizza, I have no sympathy for what happens to you because of it. None. You deserve whatever comes your way for even giving that cocksucking piece of shit a chance, My God, sounds like a stripper name, FBS. Wait, which one? Madison. Oh, are you talking about her name? Madison Adams? Sounds like a porn star name, if that's what you're talking about. It's costly being Pizza's friend who would go to Lemon Bay Motors. Poor Fred. I know. He said puddle of blood. Meanwhile, he doesn't even have a cut on his head. Yeah. Definitely. Porn star name. Yep. Porn star name. My God. I thought I heard him say it along with it looked like a murder scene. That's what I guess I never paid close enough attention to this fucking thing before. Unbelievable. They actually used a fake picture. And Fred could 100% say that's slander. You portrayed this as I, fucked his whole face up. When in reality, I just tapped him with a fucking pipe. Oh, my God. Madison.adams@hearst.com. There you go, guys. She got lice from being that close to him, probably. Jesus Christ. Madison Adams Apple. Not bad, War. Not bad. That's slander completely. Oh, 100%. 100%. They made it look like this guy just beat the brakes off of Tony. That's wild. That's fucking wild. And Tony, being the disingenuous fucktard that he is, he actually gave her that picture and said, yeah, use this shoe so it looks like I was all beat up. And she said, okay, what a cunt. Oh my God. The weapon she held was a plastic prop. Oh yeah, I know that thing. She was, yeah, I know. Ashley Madison. Oh my God, look at you guys. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna go eat something and do a politics, or I might just do a politics show. I can never make up my mind, but within 20 minutes or half an hour, I'll be doing a politics show. I love you all, and until next time, salute.